Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Bookstalks, and this time I'm going to talk to you about a beautiful book that is The Story of Popular Photography by Kodak. Before we begin, as usual, please check out my website. You can see the page here. There are some books that I wrote, and if you like them, enjoy them, buy them, and I will be a very happy guy. So, this said, The Story of Popular Photography, edited by Colin and is the Kodak Museum. So, this book is absolutely great for one reason. Usually we have the story of photography that is concentrated on what is the artistic photography, what are the successful photographers, and all these kind of things. So we see the history of photography through the photographs of people that was that make it was important photographs that we look around. But actually, the nice part of this is that talks about the most popular photography. So we have seen like this, that this is something that anybody can do. And this is something that is fantastic because photography is a medium that is can be used by the masses. When Kodak introduced the film and the camera boxes and these kind of things, photography became popular. And we are in an era right now where photography is something that anybody with a phone takes thousands of pictures and all these kind of things. So this is an history that is not looking just at photographs that were consciously done, consciously created as object of art, but also it looks at images that were created by people that were nobody in the photographic field. So it's very nice to understand that photography had two different aspects, and one aspect is the use of the photographic medium as a conscious use to communicate by professionals that made it their job, and something else is something like this, just people that took pictures for themselves. And after years we noticed that also the most banal pictures, the simple pictures that were taken as a snapshot of the moment, they have a very great historical meaning, and that's something that changes the history of photography and changes our human history. So it's very interesting. This book is very interesting because it's an approach to photography that is the history of photography that is really not common, and it approaches things like this kind of film that was this kind of film here and that was probably the most horrible film with the most horrible camera that you can have. And but it's nice because it's something that gave the possibility to document things anyway. I give you an example. When I was a kid, I was probably about 10 or something like that. In Italy, there was the first flight of a hot air balloon. It was the first one that was introduced in Italy. It was not something that there were licensed or was allowed before. So there was Conte Giacomo, this guy that he went to get the license in England, and he managed to change the things in Italy to allow the flight of hot air balloons. And it was an ugly grey day or something like that at the airport in Cuneo, and I was there, and there was no official photographers. There was nothing really organized. It was just intended as a is an internal things for the Aero Club. And I arrived and I had my little Instamatic with this stupid plastic roll inside and this kind of things, and I took pictures. And after these years, after more than 40 years, that pictures became historic. They're something that is, it became a documentation of a moment that now is important because the hot air balloons are became something very developed and important here, especially in this part of Italy. So those kind of research of the history and when was the first flight and all these kind of things. So my simple photographs taken with the Kodak Instamatic, one of the most horrible cameras in the world, are now something with an historic meaning. And so it was popular photography. Read this book. It's really inspiring and it's really humbling in some way for professional photographers, because sometimes you notice that a simple person, a non-photographer person with the simple camera at the right moment can create something that is more meaningful than what you did in all your career. But I really think that the professional aspect of photography is important for many reasons. But with this story you can understand that there are different aspects of photography, and one of the most important is that we as professionals, if we want to distinguish ourselves from amateurs with a camera, we have really to go on specific direction and really be professional and not just go there and try to take pictures. So, great book. Check it out. I found it online for, I don't know, probably €1 or €2, and is a great book. Check it out. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time with another book. And please check out my books: Fine Art Inkjet Printing, Photography, the F Manual, that is all the basics about photography, and Lasting Photographs, beautiful novel with the photographic theme. And by the way, a photographic theme based on popular photography. So, and if you check out the books and you like them, buy them. This is a great way to support the channel. If you want just a super another way that is cheaper, just put a like, share with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye.